I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings, and we are going to do the Sagittarius Weekly Tarotscope. This will be for June 8th through the 15th. So we're going to get some oracle cards for you and see the overall energy for the week, and then we will get into it. Whoa. Oh, I like this. Okay, you have falling as your overall energy, which is, in essence, is kind of like that going down the rabbit hole energy. And then you have the follow your own advice card. Overall, I feel like you might feel like you're in a situation that you have no control over. It could be that you just feel like you're just, you're surrounded by a lot of things that you're just not happy with. You're wanting to break free from this in some way. You're wanting to go off and do your own thing. And this card is saying, trust in what's good for you. Go after your own path. Do things for yourself. Trust yourself. It could be also that you're really wanting to some kind of change in your life, but it's something that's so different. There's, it's a lot of uncertainty. You're basically diving into the unknown. And so, this card is almost like if you had a friend coming to you with, with the same situation, what advice would you give your friend? This is like take your own advice kind of thing. This is also saying, somebody could have you you might have been pulled into somebody else's argument or something like that, or somebody else's problems. Like you might be like the middleman in somebody else's issues. And this is kind of like pull yourself out of it, like don't get involved in it. Yeah, I feel like it's possible that maybe somebody's coming to you with some kind of gossip or some kind of information. And, the more you get yourself involved in it, the more you're just kind of, digging yourself in a hole. So this is kind of a warning, like don't get involved in things that have nothing to do with you. But I think overall, you are in this energy where you might be feeling pulled in a lot of different directions, trying to do things for other people, or again, in a situation where you feel like you don't really have a lot of control. And this is saying, do what you can to break free from this. If you were giving, if you saw somebody that you knew in the same situation, what kind of advice would you give them? And this is also saying you need to really trust yourself and kind of follow your own path, even if it means diving into something completely unknown. You could have just met somebody that you have just fallen head over heels for, and you really feel a connection to this person. And this is something completely different than somebody you would normally date. And it could be that you have a lot of other people giving you their opinions of it, and it might, this is like don't listen to anybody else, just trust yourself on this. Okay, so let's see what else we get. I feel too that you're tired of being boxed into some kind of situation. You're ready to go off and do your own thing. Yep, the Hermit card, that's wanting to go solo. That's wanting to do your own thing. That's also having, that's also like stepping away to want to have like a deeper understanding of a situation, or looking towards wanting something that's going to give you that deeper fulfillment. Yeah, you have the Hermit and the King of Swords. So you are kind of taking a step back right now. You're really looking over a situation. With the King of Swords and the Eight of Wands, I feel like this is, like you feel like you have a bunch of people over your shoulder. You feel like you have a bunch of people watching you. The Eight of Wands does represent, you know, incoming communication and ideas. But I feel like this is just a lot of like other people's ideas and opinions that are coming at you. And with the Hermit card, you're just wanting to step away and figure something out on your own. You're wanting to examine this, you know, away from everybody else's opinions. You're wanting to do the right thing. You're wanting to bring some sort of balance in your life, but I feel like you're also wanting to bring about some really big change. Yeah. The Eight of Wands and the Ten of Wands, this is like being bombarded with a lot of other people's opinions, or just with a lot of other people needing you. This is wanting to go off and do your own thing. This is wanting to have a break from people around you. It's also like you feel like you're very responsible. You're having to be responsible for a lot of things that that you shouldn't have to be responsible for. Like in a relationship, or even maybe within your friendships, it could be that you're the responsible one, that you're the one that always has to, you know, make the effort, do the hard things, make things right, you know. All right, so let's see what is coming towards you this week. With the Four of Cups, yeah, you're not happy with where you're at. You're feeling very dissatisfied. And then the Judgment and the Three of Wands is, you know, the Judgment with the Hermit card is really, really looking deep into a situation, and also kind of like doing this review of you know, kind of doing like a life review, kind of seeing the lessons and everything. And then the Three of Wands is about, you know, looking towards something bigger. Yeah, you feel with this Four of Cups and this Strength card and this Five of Pentacles, you feel like you have had to hold back on going after your own dreams or going after your own desires. You feel like you've given so much of yourself that you have nothing left to go after what you want. If this, this could be a relationship that you've been in that is really lacking in communication, or really lacking a lot of movement forward. And with the Judgment card and the Magician card and the Fool card, this represents just kind of, again, like taking that step back, taking that step away from people, looking over everything, knowing what you want with the Magician, knowing that you have everything that you need. And this is kind of like freeing yourself from everything that has held you back and taking this leap of faith and starting a new beginning, or going after what it is that you want with this Three of Wands. It could be that you're stepping away from... It could be that you're stepping away from a connection. It could be that you have felt very kind of trapped by this connection. Or this connection just hasn't... Again, you feel like this connection kind of really hasn't moved in the way that you would like it to. You feel like this connection has just become more of a burden than anything. Let's see what this Three of Wands is. Yeah. Look at this. The Nine of Wands and the Three of Wands, it's like you're tired of feeling boxed in. You're ready for adventure. So it's kind of like freeing yourself from... I don't want to say responsibilities, because I don't think you're leaving behind responsibilities. But I think that you're leaving behind taking on other people's responsibility. You could simply be going on a vacation, honestly. You could just feel that you've been just kind of, trapped and you need a break away from people. But you're freeing yourself from something. Let's see what else. Because again, I feel that you put a lot of effort and time into something, but at the cost of your own dreams and at the cost of your own desires. Or you're helping like so many people, doing so many different things for so many different people, that you don't have time for yourself. You don't have time to have fun. You could be leaving behind a job. Although I honestly don't feel like that's what it is. Alright, let's see what else. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. So you have the Devil as your overall energy. So again, that is that energy of feeling trapped, of feeling stuck. Look at how that person is. This is more of a mental thing. Again, it really is that energy, if you look at this, of just feeling overwhelmed by everything around you. So it's feeling overwhelmed. This could be a person. This could be a relationship that you've been in, and this person that you're connected to is just very overpowering. It's just very burdening. It's kind of like it's their way or no way, or they somehow have a lot of control over this relationship. I mean, and this could be a work situation. This could be anything, but it's something that you just, this energy is just very powerful around you. It's just very overwhelming. You have the Star and the Moon card. The Star is about, following your own path, following your own dreams. It's about feeling very optimistic. The Moon card does represent confusion. It does kind of represent something that maybe seems a little bit far away. It seems a little bit out of reach. But the Moon card is also reminding us to really, follow in our own intuition and follow in our own path. The Justice card is about bringing things into balance. It's kind of like doing what's right for you. It also represents, good karma coming back to you. It represents things kind of evening themselves out. This is kind of like surrendering to your fears. Or like facing your fears. Like, I'm going to go after this regardless. Okay, let's see what this Star energy is. Wow. With the World card, it's ending a negative cycle. It's this is kind of like infinite possibilities, the World card. It's not really one specific thing. It's wanting to be free. It's wanting freedom. For some of you, this could be that you're wanting to work from home somehow. I know the World card doesn't seem like it would be a work from home card, but you know, when you're working, like when you're doing online work, it is more kind of, you know, worldwide. So that could be it. You could have this desire to just kind of break away from the restriction of a day-to-day 9-to-5 job. You could have this dream of having some kind of online business. And the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is about success, and the World is about overcoming a difficult cycle. So in general, you're wanting to pull yourself away from again, feeling restricted. You're wanting to kind of enjoy yourself. This could be wanting to go after your own career. It could be going after your own business, but it's something very personal for you. You're wanting freedom overall. So you could be wanting to break away from a connection. Okay, clarifying the Moon card, you have the Hangman and the Two of Cups. You could be connecting to somebody who's a Pisces. If this is about leaving a relationship behind, you could be hesitating. You could have a fear about leaving this relationship behind, because with the Two of Cups, you know, that does indicate feeling a genuine love for another person. It does indicate a soulmate connection. So it could be that you're wanting to break away from this connection. You're really wanting freedom from this because everything feels so trapped in this. But in the same sense, there could be a hesitancy because you really do have love for this person. So with the Justice card, it's like you're really wanting to make a fair and balanced decision. Now, if this is, this could be you leaving something behind that has been restricting you from this soulmate connection. You could have made a soulmate connection to somebody or met somebody but felt blocked from pursuing this connection. And so the Hangman and the Two of Cups and the Moon card is saying, you know, you're wanting the freedom to be able to pursue this connection because you have felt stuck to this situation. Yeah, and the Knight of Wands with the Justice card and the Temperance card, yeah. Yeah, overall, it's you're really wanting to bring balance, but bringing balance in for you is meaning bringing in something that's passionate, that's fun. You've, again, been stuck in the same routine, and you're really wanting to break away from that. You're really wanting to enjoy yourself. And I want to say with this, if you're just feeling restricted overall, this is kind of saying just taking that time to go and do something for yourself this week, you know, taking time to have some fun this week is really going to kind of restore your own energetic balance. It's going to bring you into this more peaceful place where you really will be able to see your path forward very easily. But overall, I feel like you have felt restricted from pursuing something that's going to not only give you this feeling of freedom and of success, but this emotional fulfillment also. And I think that you're taking time this week to really look over everything. You're seeing that you've kind of like, you know, maybe even put your love life on the back burner for other things, or you put a dream off for other things to take care of other things, and you're breaking yourself free from that this week, and you're pursuing that. You're going after that. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles with the Devil card. This is something long term. This has been a long term blockage. This could be that you have felt some kind of family responsibility, that you have felt that you've had to, you might have had to financially help somebody in your own family. You might have had to take care of people within your own family. Or you just, this is just a long-term kind of blockage that you've been in. Again, this could be a job that you've been in long-term that has brought you a lot of financial stability, but you didn't have the freedom that you want. And so overall, you're breaking free from that. Now, I do want to say, if this is a connection that you have had to another person and you really feel strongly that this person is your soulmate and you've been wanting this connection to come together, there has been some sort of blockage around this. There has been some sort of tradition of karmic cycle. This could represent the other person breaking free from whatever has been holding them back in this karmic cycle, and this could be them coming towards you this week. But overall, I think it's you breaking away from whatever you have felt restricted by. So let's see what final messages we can get for you. Well, wait. A year from now, what? No need to worry within the next few months. This is very confusing. Let me get some clarifiers on this. Okay, what specifically do they need to wait for? I think you feel like you've been waiting around for things to change. I do think that this is saying to not to just, jump away from this. I think that this is saying to make sure you really take time to, look at both sides of the situation. It's with the Four of Cups, it's saying, like, don't make decisions when you're angry, basically. So don't decide, when somebody says something to you and it makes you angry, to just blurt everything out. I do feel that this is saying, really put in some focus into what it is that you're wanting to manifest. Looking towards, with a year from now card, look towards what you're wanting to manifest for yourself long term. If this is about breaking free from the job that you're in to start something new, I think that this is telling you that the money situation might be a little bit iffy the first few months of it, but within the year you'll be in a really solid place. So the Weight card could be letting you know to, again, kind of make sure you have, financially you have some sort of plan set out to be prepared, for the next few months to be a little iffy with your finances. Yeah, okay, I like this. Whoa, yeah. All right. You are going to feel free. You are going to feel free from this. It might be a little bit different. I feel like you are taking that step away, and it might still be a struggle because you're making a major change. Again, don't rush after this. This is saying to make sure you have a plan set in place. So, for example, again, if you're going after a new job or a new career, don't just quit your job last minute. You have this beautiful opportunity, but this is saying, be mindful that the next couple of months, the next few months, you are doing, you are making a massive change. And so just keep that in mind and kind of, take time to get yourself kind of set up for the next few months. Even if you're leaving behind a long-term commitment, it could be that you're having to leave behind a marriage. So obviously you're going to have to take the time to go through the whole legal proceedings and that. And so if you're leaving behind that type of commitment, in order to pursue another relationship, this is saying, don't rush into this new relationship. Make sure you take the time to clear this all away and to get this all wrapped up before you chase after, before you jump right into this other relationship, because, there's still going to be that heavy energy from the stuff that you're leaving behind. You're going to have to give yourself time, obviously, to clear that all away. The no need to worry card is clarified by the High Priest and the King of Wands. I do feel that you might worry a little bit about breaking away from this tradition, or it could be that you're worried about how this person is going to react if you're leaving behind a connection or a person. But this is saying, just stand in your power, stand in your confidence. Because again, this is something that's meant for you. And when you're pursuing something that is meant for you, the path forward is made very easy. Whew, that was a lot and really long, and I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Sending you much love. Bye-bye.